Hey, shalom, shalom. All praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Shalom, Barakathum, unto the elect. Well, I should say first, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, the men that taught us this truth, and shalom to the elect, the house of David. This right here is the book of Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they should not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh Hashem Yahushua overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, so this is, of course, referring to the Medes, which is referring to the Russians in these last days. Okay, Putin being the leader of that country. And I believe they said he won something like 80% of the vote, more than 80%. So his whole country's behind him pretty much. And the Lord said he's going to stir them up, right? Stir them up, and they will not regard silver. And as for gold, they will not delight in it, meaning that they can't be bought out. There's no amount of, the American currency is bullshit anyway, and they know it. It's a fiat currency, especially the fact that it's not even backed by gold anymore. Okay, so it's just an empty note, vanity. The only thing that it's being propped up by is military might. Okay, so the Lord is stirring them up. And recently, again, Russia had their election. Putin won. And in his victory speech, what does he get? What does he mention? He mentions World War III. Okay, which in the Holy Bible is also called the third woe. The first woe, World War One. The second woe, World War II. And the third woe cometh quickly, right? So we're in a time where you could tell they're about to do something major this year, man. It's an election year, and last time there was an election year, which was 2019 going into 2020, right? The election was held in fall of 2019, and the president, Biden, went into power, I think it was in January of 2020. And what did they pull right around then? They pulled the let me think. Was it January? Let me hold on. Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, I can't look it up because the phone is on live, but I think it was around 2019. Yeah, 2019, and they held or it might have been the end of 2020. Yeah, now I think about it, it was the end of 2020. So forgive me on that. But point being that during the election cycle is when they start to pull the strings. All right, and right around then we know the demic happened in the last election cycle. All right in the midst of it. So during the chaos and confusion that's going to ensue, which Trump mentioned that if he doesn't get reelected, it is going to be a bloodbath. And that's not hard to see because the people can clearly tell. I mean, everybody that I've spoke to says that they want Trump back in, even Jake. So, I mean, popular opinion is on his side. So if he doesn't win, people are really going to feel a way about it. And this time it's not going to be just a January 6th situation. It's probably going to be something far worse. Now, we're just telling you, they're going to try to shoot the messenger, say that we're this, we're that, we're extremists. But at the end of the day, we're just telling you, biblical prophecy says that, a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. And we know America, Babylon the Great will not stand. All right. So going back to the original point, though, during these election cycles, they like to pull a lot of stunts and they like to put out these new agendas and whatnot. So this time around, this has been so far year of the cyber attack, and they've been doing a lot of that. We have the solar eclipse coming, which is part of those signs in the heavens. All right, and a lot of things going on in prophecy. Okay, leading up to this election, which there may not even be an election. The way that shit is moving. Okay, just takes a couple crises, and they can cancel that easily with some major events which we already know we're in a time where things are just going to get increasingly worse. All right. The events are going to get more dramatic. All right. The Lord is visiting this world by judgment. All right. So I'm about to pull up here so I can grab some more precepts. Not gonna make this long, but I just want to hit the points. All right, because what does it mention in Babylon? Isaiah 13 and 19. In Babylon the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Right. All right. And we know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. It was overthrown by fire, never to be inhabited again. Okay. So, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the times that we're living in. All right. The Lord said it best in Matthew 16, which is one of my go-to favorite precepts. All right. Because it just sums up, the mentality that we're supposed to have. It says Matthew 16 and 1, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he should shew them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Right. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist, man, to see the times that we're living in. All you got to do is look around you. And if you have any iota of a sense about you, even people that ain't in this truth can see that we're at the end. But they just don't, they're up and down about it. They're shaky about it, but they'll say roughly they believe that we're in the end or something major is about to happen or, oh, it's the end days. But the Lord gave us the whole 100% truth, 100% doctrine to where we can go into these scriptures and break down from top to bottom. How is it the end? Why is it the end? What is the Lord getting ready to do? Why is the Lord bringing an end to this current world system? Because it's not an end of the world as a whole. The world is not just going to explode into cosmic dust. Okay. The system that's ruling the earth, which is the system of Edomite supremacy, because the ones that you call white, the ones that you call the white man, he's actually the nation of Edom. They are actually the nation of Edom. Okay. And their system has been the one that's ruling the earth. And when you look into the Holy Bible concerning the nation of Edom, you see that they're the most hated nation. All right. The Most High hates them. All right. Because the way that they run things. All right. And they may come over here and say, well, I didn't have nothing to do with that. And there, but you sure are reaping the benefit of it. You sure are living it up in this society while all of creation goes to shit. You see? So now the Lord is setting it up. He's raising up the Medes, okay, which are the Russians, to destroy Babylon, which is referring to America, Babylon the Great. Okay. And this is why you can't go to these scholars, because when you look it up, they'll try to say that was already fulfilled. Isaiah 13 has not been fulfilled, because when this destruction comes upon this Babylon, it's not going to be inhabited anymore. And we're going to read it. I want to get the rest of this. Matthew 16 and 4. I'll read 3 again. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas, which is Jonah, and he left them and departed. So what was the sign of the prophet Jonah? He came and he prophesied of destruction. All right. And eventually in the Lord's time, it happened. Okay. And back in Isaiah 13 and 20, showing you that this is not referring to ancient Babylon. Isaiah 13 and 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Now you have in ancient Babylon where it is now would be called modern day Iraq. Okay, you have people still living there. You have people dwelling there. Okay, so when it says this particular Babylon, when it's destroyed, it's not going to be inhabited anymore. Nobody's going to live there for generation to generation. That means till infinity, which is talking about North America. All right, it says, which the scriptures refers to also as the land of the north. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Yeah, and the Arabs, they're known to be able to pull up in even the most desolate conditions and somehow, make a way. You know, they pull up, they set up their different shops and things and carts, even over here. All right, and yet even they're not going to be able to pitch a tent because this place is going to be made desolate. It's going to be made into a wasteland. All right, it says, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses. Meaning, you know, they're gonna let out whatever, you know, sound these animals make. All right. It says, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days should not be prolonged. Right, her time is near to come. And that was now, mind you, it precepts it right here to Revelation 18. So Revelation 18 pretty much reiterates the same thing, that this is not going to be dwelt in ever again. Okay, and we know that Revelation 18 was written way past the time where the scholars claimed that Babylon was so-called destroyed and that this was fulfilled. So it's showing you that it's not talking about ancient Babylon. All right. And everybody can see that. You talk to regular people, you mentioned that this is Babylon. Regular people know this is Babylon. People that ain't even in this truth know that this is Babylon. It ain't hard to tell. Okay. So, I mean, it's going down, man. It's going down big time, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. The truth has been declared, and it's time for this place to be threshed. It's time for this place to be annihilated, man. All right. And hey, it can't come soon enough. Okay, it cannot come soon enough because, you know, hey man, if you ain't tired of this place by now, man, you in the wrong spirit, man. If you want to see America keep going, something's really wrong with you. Revelation 9 and 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. So there's one woe, which that vision he was witnessing World War I and World War II, and now the third woe to come is going to be that Armageddon. All right, Armageddon. Okay, which is the time of America being utterly annihilated. Okay, let's see. I got some more. Yeah, I got some good ones lined up right here. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab. Let's go ahead and grab. Oh, this is a good one right here. Yep. So this is the time that's coming, and this is the most important time for us to gird up our loins and show ourselves men. Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. All right. So the Lord said that he came not to send peace, but a sword, man. And if I may jump up, I'm going to jump up to Matthew 10 and 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. And we're clearly at that time. We have to endure beyond this time. All right. But what does it say? Again, the Lord didn't come to send peace on earth. He came not to send peace, but a sword. Why is that? Because the earth is wicked. The earth is under a wicked rulership, and the earth has become the devil's playground, man. So everything that's going on is continually wicked, just like the time of the flood. All right. So when Putin gets up there and talks about World War III, all right, if they go into Ukraine, which they're saying that they're already seeing troops that are speaking English and French over there. So what does that mean? That means that it's most likely American troops already over there. All right. And they're doing everything in their power to avoid this because they know what comes with it, the end of their rulership. But yet, all right, there's nothing they can do to avoid it. All right, let's go ahead and grab this in Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, right? Big lavish weddings, All right, people are so damn stupid, man. They spend all this money on these weddings when the economy is fucked up, but people still got to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. So they're gonna empty out their savings account when the economy's already fucked up, just so they can, just for the outward appearance. This is a vain world. This is a vain country, America. All right, but yet these people, they can't even afford. If anything, the wise thing to do would be to put that money aside. You're gonna spend on some stupid ass wedding. All right, which a wedding is a beautiful thing, but it ain't the time for that right now. Okay, but the people gonna do what they want to do. That's prophecy. But the wise thing to do would be to set that aside and go get you a property or something. You know, but even then, people still can't afford it, man, because this is the time. We're coming into economic woes right now. All right, but it says, and given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And this is what's getting ready to happen. Noah represents the elect, and the elect's getting ready to enter into that ark. The Lord said in Isaiah, I think it was, to enter into the chambers until the indignation be overpassed. It'll be passed over. See if I can find it real quick. Isaiah 26:20, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain, right? So whose blood has been shed? The children of Israel, specifically the Lord's prophets. All right, it says back in Matthew 24:39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Yeah, the scripture says that he shall come as a thief at an unexpected time. So the people are going to be living their lives, drinking, eating, football games, because society's still going to continue. But Jacob's trouble, things are going to pretty much break down, but they're going to bring in that chip to try to regularize. So you're going to have certain places going to be worse than others. Okay, and then eventually it's all going to fall apart. But pretty much, the people, there's an incentive for them to continue on in the society. If there's no society to continue on in, then what are they going to bother getting a chip for? Well, to eat. Ultimately, we're going to see exactly how it's going to play out. But what we can say is this, man, is that pretty much everything is going to fall apart. All right. And the life as they know it is not going to be the same. Okay, but they're going to be eating and drinking. It says that this day the Son of Man is going to be like that. So there's still going to be people who are still going to be living their lives to an extent, especially in more affluent areas. All right, and they're going to be chipped up. All right, but it says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So that's when Yahweh Shai returns, man. All right, so we want to be those 5 wise virgins. Okay, we don't want to be taken unawares, man. So Armageddon is coming, all right? And all of these wicked people that have been living it up, high on the hog, as they say, they're going to get a rude awakening soon, all right? And I hope that, Lord's will, we pray and hope that it's by the end of this year, before then, all right? Because you have so many things lined up. The Passover's coming up. The eclipse is popping off. You have National Guard troops in the subways and NY. So stay prayed up, stay vigilant, keep your head on a swivel. Those of you out there of the house of faith, and keep on praying to Yahweh Shem Yahweh for protection and for deliverance from this shithole. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. All praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Machak Wadash. Hey, shalom to the next one.